Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. So, a new project. We've got a full garden makeover, and I'm going to take you on a tour around the garden before we start. I'll give you a before shot, and then in a few weeks I'll give you an after shot of what it looks like, and we'll try and figure out what we need to do, and maybe you guys can chip in and give some ideas as well. So as always, we'll start around the back. This is my sister's house. She's had tenants in it and they've left the house in a complete state. We've got to completely redecorate, fix everything up, and I've got the garden to deal with. So there's all this rubbish, all this junk that needs to be gotten rid of. I'm going to try and salvage these chairs and tables. There's a load of junk. There's some nice pots though, so we'll just figure out what we need to do with them. That fence is going to need securing. This tree is going to need to be brought under a little bit of control. All of this garden needs generally tidying, a lot of weeding. There's a bit of weed fabric under there. I think I could take that weed fabric out and just mulch it with wood chips everywhere. Some aquatic plants. So there's a pond in there somewhere. Need to find that pond again and bring that tree under control. I'm not even sure what kind of tree that is. So if anyone can tell me what kind of tree that is, I don't think I've ever seen a tree like that before. That's interesting. So if anyone can tell me what kind of tree that is before we tackle that. There's a cherry tree that needs dealing with, trimming, bringing under a little bit of control. We've got all kinds of ash saplings popping up everywhere. So I'll take you around the rest of the garden and I'll show you what it looks like. There's some kind of bush here, brambles everywhere, more aquatic plants that are just taking over. I'm not even sure what to do with them. There's some ash saplings coming out the fence, sycamore saplings, weeds, and a massively overgrown garden. Some more weeds and brambles and a buddleia. That's a flowering plant. I don't know if anyone can tell me what that is. If someone can tell me what that one is, then and tell me how to deal with that, that'll be really appreciated. There's this shrub. It gives the most beautiful blue flowers, but that's the last time I saw this, it was tiny, and this thing is massive now. And there's a nasty smell down here. It stinks, absolutely stinks. This shrub needs to be brought under control. This hedge needs to be brought under control. Look at that. Look how overgrown that is. The tenants who have been in here have completely wrecked the house. They've not looked after it at all. They've had a dog in here. The dog's literally crapped all over the carpets, so she's having to throw the carpets away. We've tried cleaning them, they're not cleaning out. Horrible kind of people that were in here. They refused to pay rent for the last 6 months, and we've had to face a court battle to get them out. There's another buddleia that's massive, absolutely humongous. It's taking up about a good quarter of the garden, just these shrubs. So that needs to be brought under control. I've been out here picking dog poo all for the last half an hour, and I've filled half a bucket of dog poo already. She just used this as a toilet for the dog. There's a Christmas tree there, and another ash, some more ash saplings that have just popped up, and they're almost like full-size trees now. So we need to do something with them. She's got this cherry tree, a massive cherry tree in the garden. There's loads of overgrown grass. We'll deal with that. That's not that big a deal. But there's these cherry trees that are popping up out of the garden every few meters. There's If I take a rough count, there's probably about 30 cherry trees in here. So if anyone wants to come and take a cherry tree, you're more than welcome to come and take a cherry tree. There's more hedges that are overgrown down there. I don't know what we're going to do with that tree, whether we bring a tree surgeon in and tackle that tree. That might be an idea. There's a hydrangea there, but it's been neglected. No, it's not a hydrangea, is it? I don't know what that is. Again, if someone can help me ID this flower, that would be much appreciated. You could help me ID all these. That looks like an oak tree. Yeah, so there's an oak tree in here as well. So there's a lot of trees and shrubs that are going to need to be removed just to try and bring this garden back under control. These are too close. Cherry trees are too close to the house to just let them grow. It'll damage the foundations. Bring that hedge under control. It's just completely overgrown. So this is a before shot of this garden, and we'll see what the transformation looks like. We'll try and do some work to transform it. There's a load of rubbish there that needs binning. There's my son in the window who's just running off, giving us a cheeky smile. I mean, it's in a nice neighbourhood, but we've just got some really bad tenants that just completely wrecked a house. So there's a lot of work, a lot of fixing to do. This bench is rotten. I don't think there's much we can do with that. Yeah, that's completely rotten through. Yeah, that bench is completely rotten through. I don't think there's much we can do with that. So you watch where you walk, because there's a lot of poo everywhere.
Yeah, gross.
I know, absolutely gross. That's another flowering shrub that needs bringing under control. Shrub is a small plant. It's not a plant, and it's not a tree. It's somewhere in between. There's some roses under there. Lots and lots of lavender here. So, but that lavender is going to need cutting back. There used to be a path in the middle of those bushes. You used to be able to weave your way in and out. And I'm going to try and recreate that path, because it used to look really nice, that path. So I'll try and figure out where the edge of this border is and where it meets the grass and cut that out. But this garden stinks. There's dog poo everywhere, and it needs a lot of cleaning and a lot of TLC to bring it back under control. So give me a few weeks and we'll see what we can do with this. Oh yeah, that's the bucket I'm using to clean dog poo. I've already managed to get half a bucket, so yeah, I've always got the glamorous jobs. I'll leave it there. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah.